Hey guys, it's me. Today I will be talking about ADHD and PTSD because those are two of the many things that affect me. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, which means I can't pay attention to save my life. And I'm hyper. Like, for the attention part, I have to be constantly reminded to do things. If I'm not, then I just won't do them. I forget. Also, if you're talking to me and we're having this very long conversation, I will zone out. Not to be rude, my window span of attention is so small. Like, maybe 15 minutes at the most. Which sucks because that means I can't really do listen to lectures and stuff. Teacher could be talking in class for the most period and I'll be listening, and then I'll be like, oh look, a tree, or oh my god, there's a car, what, look, a pencil, oh my god, there's a fly. Like, I can't focus. And the other half of my disorder is the hyperactivity. I can't sit still for more than 5 minutes, which is a pain because there's a lot of things I need to do where I have to sit and wait. I'm constantly fidgeting, and if you'll see me play with my hair like I was just a minute ago. I have to fidget. Like, I can try and sit still and it just won't work, and I talk with my hands, as a lot of people can see. So just bear with me if I say and like a lot. There's another thing, because I'm just trying to think of what to say because words don't come to me like they do most people. So if I seem off track or weird, nervous, or yeah, that's not the case. I'm not nervous. I'm really, I don't know how to say it, outgoing and stuff. I don't know how to speak what's in my head. And the other thing I suffer from is post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. You hear it mostly with people who come home from Iraq because they see many traumatizing things. And I'm not even going to put my PTSD in the categories there is, because theirs is so much more severe than I am. I can't imagine having PTSD caused by somebody dying, like seeing someone die. My PTSD is triggered by men and authority figures. It doesn't even have to be necessarily authority. If you're a male and you yell at me, I will shut down and I will stress out, and I will get knots in my stomach and I will throw up. That's not pleasant, I know, but that's what happens. It's due to the fact that when I was 2 months old, I was thrown against a wall and pretty much broke almost every bone in the right side of my body. Ribs, I have a crack in my skull, my legs was broken, I was put in a half body cast, and then I went through foster care where I've had very aggressive people, and I can't be taken. Like, if a guy yells at me, I will just, like I said, shut down, and that's how PTSD affects me. I also have anxiety, which is not as bad, but if I feel like I have a test or something coming up, I stress so bad. I know that sounds weird because most people stress when it comes to finals, but I over stress to the point where I make myself sick. I don't purposely try to be sick, that's what happens. Anxiety, I work myself up, and it's just, I make a big deal out of little things. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let's say that me and you were in a class at college or whatever, and we were taking a test in a week. Most people will be like, okay, gotta study, gotta study. I'll be like, oh my god, I have a test. Oh my god, I have a test. And I'll get so worked up that I can't study because that'll make it worse. I have to sit there and I will have to like take deep breaths and like, yeah. Which also doesn't help because during tests I can't focus and I just keep thinking, oh my god, what if I fail? What if I fail? And so, yeah. What else? Those are basically the only things that really affect me. I was, let's see, I was diagnosed with pretty much everything when I was, ADHD was diagnosed around 5 or 6, and PTSD and my anxiety was diagnosed at the age of 10, which is about the same time I got adopted. Well, not really adopted. They have guardianship of me, but I consider myself adopted because I've lived with them for 10 years. And that's my mom and dad. Biological family is not a story you want to hear, trust me. But yeah. People, what really irritates me though is people who have PTSD. People automatically feel like they can't do certain, like they can't be themselves around people with PTSD, thinking, because you see a lot of time that they're go into a rage or flip out and like attack you, and that's not always what happens. Like my PTSD, when it's triggered, I just shut down. So please don't think that everyone acts the same to PTSD. And yes, the ADHD makes me a little bit more outlandish than most people. But that's also what makes me unique. I'm really fun once you get to know me. And I'm an easy person to like. Just don't think that don't view us as something wrong with us. View us as just another person who has a little bit more challenges than most. But there's nothing wrong with that. Well, there is something, but it's not going to disable us from doing what we want. I mean, I could go to the movies just like you guys. I could, if I wanted to become a doctor, I could. Just because I have ADHD and PTSD doesn't mean I can't do things.